stupid generic Spring Break intro is stupid and generic. That bloke in the background, yeah, see him? Yeah, he's the worst guard ever.
Holy f***, he's dead.
Jason can tell that the bloke's dead from all the way over here. The bloke dies way too easily.
That is what they teach you in the army.
In retrospect, it would have made a lot more sense for Jason to be the one with the army background. Then his transformation into super soldier wouldn't have been nearly so far-fetched.
Damn, we need to get him out of our way. Throw a rock over there.
The throwing a rock to distract the enemy cliché.
I can't find Lisa and Riley and the others without you.
Yes you can. You totally can.
And then we're going home.
Two sins here. First, Grant and Jason form their plan right next to a well-lit patio, where soldiers are bound to be. Second, it would have definitely made more sense for Jason to be the older brother in the military. He picks a shitty place to plan, which results directly in his younger brother's death. Then he'd be tortured by guilt, which is a much more interesting motivator than revenge.
Run, Forrest! Run!
It's highly unlikely that the sociopathic Vars would have access to Forrest Gump, and even if he did, it's definitely not his type of movie. If Jason had a background in the army, then perhaps he'd be able to get away from the dogs and the guns, but he doesn't, so I'm calling bullshit.
I have Jess and Brody with me.
Jason never mentioned his last name, and Vars took his ID, so there's no way that Dennis could have known Jason's last name.
I've never shot anyone before.
You've stabbed a bloke in the neck? That's much worse. And I'd know.
The shopkeepers are from the outside. They will use the radio towers to do business and reward you with weapons for every tower you free.
Do we really need Dennis telling us the stuff we usually read on a subtitle? If the acting was good, then maybe it wouldn't be so bad. But his delivery is so wooden and clunky that it sounds like he's reading from a script.
Return to me once you have mastered the jungle.
What does that mean? What am I supposed to do?
Listen to your instincts.
Wouldn't Jason's ability to conquer the jungle be more believable if he had an army background? Just saying. Devs waste the perfect opportunity for a minigame to break the monotony of the shooting. Butchering a boar isn't easy.
Got the plants and animals.
Good. Then bend nature to your will. I will teach you.
So I guess we're not relying on instinct anymore?
With each tatau, a skill is mastered. You can choose to learn skills in 3 different areas.
In the world of Far Cry 3, characters are aware of their skill trees,
We will wait for you to begin the attack.
waiting for the newbie to begin the attack.
Set us up with a couple of cave mushrooms and we will be right as rain.
Cave mushrooms is not nearly specific enough. You know, many mushrooms are poisonous. Somehow Jason knows that these are the cave mushrooms the doctor referred to, and not the ones that he first walked over when he entered the cave.
How you feeling?
You got away, that's how I'm feeling.
That makes absolutely zero sense.
Yes, sir. A fine piece of work.
Somehow Dennis immediately knows when Jason has successfully carried out his mission.
Lisa!
Everyone's annoying as pronunciation of Liza.
Go! I have an idea!
Jason has Liza lead the way, even though there may be bad guys waiting outside to shoot any survivors.
I'm done crying.
It takes Daisy all of 12 hours to overcome her desperate grief at losing her boyfriend.
I found this boat. If we can repair it, we have our ticket off the island.
Yeah, and straight to the bottom of the ocean.
Says the boat expert.
Are you a bone expert, Daisy? I thought not. Laziest walk-up steps animation ever. Thanks a lot, Ubisoft. Boy, it's sure convenient that Agent Willis's bloke is the only one who doesn't get blown up. Looks like Jason's camera has a really long battery life.
Willis, you got the picture?
Jason, who presumably has no access to Wi-Fi, takes a picture with his DSLR that is magically sent to Agent Willis.
Thanks for saving me. Hey, nice tats, man.
At a time like this, I highly doubt that anybody would be complimenting someone else's tats.
Chopper! Gotta be f***ing kidding me!
Although Jason's seen at least one chopper very nearby, he's mystified by this one.
This place is like heaven.
All he compares a dark cave whose only other inhabitants are 2 women that he's definitely not going to sleep with to heaven.
To my brother Riley for getting his pilot's license.
At the beginning of the game, Grant says this stuff on the beach. Either he said this twice in the exact same way, or they need some filler. Either way, it's a sin. Yes, because computers flash a big obvious download complete alert whenever you finish downloading something. We interrupt Far Cry 3 to bring you Uncharted 3.5, Getting High in the Jungle.
Bridge is toast. Gotta be another way.
There's always a relatively easier way around when the bridge is broken cliché.
Oh man, it smells like sulfur. That or I have really bad BO.
What, does your BO suddenly kick in sometimes?
Bet no one's seen this for hundreds of years.
Why do you always sound like you're high? One key unlocks everything. That's like having one key for your house, your car, and your safe. Of course, I know people who have only one password for everything, so maybe humans aren't the smartest.
You said we could leave.
No. Actually, what I said was, Keith could leave with you, but you're not going anywhere.
Huge Jackman acts as if he's found some type of prevaricating loophole, but he's actually just an arsehole.
Once, long ago.
Stupid and mythical tribe story is as stupid as it is cringy, i.e. very.
Prove you are worthy of the Tatao. Help us free our captive warriors, and I will give you the power you desire.
Hang on a moment. If you can give me the power, don't you have the power? And if you have the power, why don't you rescue the warriors? Also, this game's narrative structure is terrible. The only reason we do anything in this game is so we can get something. It's not like Uncharted, where we're trying to discover, or Arkham City, where we want to save Gotham. It's, you want X? Then do Y for me. We interrupt Far Cry 3 to bring you Grand Theft Auto, Lost in a Jungle. I don't care what difficulty you're on, you shouldn't be allowed to walk into a barrage of bullets without dying.
Insanity is doing the exact same thing over and over again, expected to change.
The stupid as it is inaccurate and cliched definition of insanity.
Thing is, I killed you once.
No, you didn't. You just left us in a burning building. That's hardly the same thing. The whole lighter block the bullet cliche.
Who's responsible for this?
Perhaps the asshole who shot you? Is that not a possibility at this point? This boss was stupid as he was annoying, i.e. very. I swear I've already killed this bloke 50 times. I guess those were his identical twin brothers, who also wore red tank tops and handkerchiefs on their mouths.
I'll pay 10 grand to the first motherfucker to get me Jason Voorhees no sack.
The boss offers money for your scrotum cliche. We interrupt Far Cry 3 to bring you Connectimals. Also, a tiger gnaws off your arm without any negative long or short-term repercussions. This scene contains a pole dance.
Are you enjoying my sister's company?
Okay, you know what? We're not over fond of Far Cry 3, but we did not see that coming, so we're going to take off a sin. How did Jason survive? He was stabbed in the gut. Or did Vaz stab his Zippo or something?
We are not unlike, you and I. I was once an immigrant to the United States. I worked as a mechanic in a garage. He tried to make fun of my accent. The owner, he tried to pay me less than the other mechanics.
Dennis says that he and Jason are alike, then describes a life completely different than Jason's. That's not a sin because Dennis is drunk, you shout to yourself. Lazy writing is lazy writing, mate, no matter how you dress it up.
You're good, Foster. You want to make some dough?
Fortunately for the plot, this bloke singles us out and invites us to join in a plot against Hoyt.
Abdul disarms the bomb. Cover me.
The devs waste the perfect opportunity for a bomb disarming minigame to break the monotony of shooting. Of course, then we would have sinned the game because Jason can suddenly disarm a bomb, so this is a no-win scenario.
Gotta find something to blow that truck so he can't get away.
Convenient RPG is convenient. There's no good reason for Jason not to kill Hoyt right now. And yes, we know that Sam earlier says, we must sabotage his organization or killing him will be useless. But we think that's just a lazy way to make the game longer.
Riley.
Okay, as we've said once, we don't really like this game's narrative, but damn, gotta hand it to them, we did not see this coming. So we're taking off 2 sins. And you know, fool us once, shame on you. Fool us twice, shame on us. Fool us... Oh, f*** it.
Poker night!
I want him dead.
Maybe it would be a good idea for you to wait a little bit after he leaves the room before saying you want your sociopathic target dead.
This will render Hoyt's men deaf and dumb, yeah?
Quiet, mate. They're not deaf yet. Several of Hoyt's tokens are in the middle of the table. He stabs Sam, and then they're all collected again. Little details like missing the card bring an incredible human aspect to NPCs. Can you believe that we're taking off another sin for a game we don't even like? And who said we weren't fair?
You're all puppets, and we pull the strings.
You're calling this a master at manipulation? I hardly call telling someone to his face that he's a puppet master manipulation. Sounds kind of like masturbation, but that's not what we're saying. So I guess the guards just stood by while they had this epic battle in the other realm. You know what, spitballing here a little bit, doesn't the other realm that they enter kind of remind you of the Assassin's Creed other realm, the one that they go to after they assassinate a bloke? Is that a rip-off? I think it is a rip-off. Yeah, let's add a sin.
Just keep going! Okay, what?
The line here between homage to Apocalypse Now and ripping it off is pretty blurred.
I'd really like to show my appreciation, you know. Proper. Like a man should.
Thank you for watching today's video. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe, like, comment. Follow us on Twitter so that way we can let you know when we're coming out with a new video. Like us on Facebook and Google+. Also, if you haven't already, check out my book. It's called Great New World. It is a great book. Noel may be biased, but you can get it on Amazon. There's a link in the annotation card and in the comments. Have a great day.
Hey man, you don't talk to the Colonel. Well, you listen to him.
They say the definition of madness is doing the same thing and expecting a different result.
What have I done, sweet Jesus? What have I done?
10 fingers. How about this? You give me a name for every finger. It doesn't matter who. I get something, you keep something. I'm trying to be reasonable.
Don't cut me. What have I done, sweet Jesus? What have I done?
I can't come back from this.